been nearly 4 months since Hurricane Ian made landfall. The Category 4 storm touched down on Florida's coast in late September, leaving a terrible path of destruction in its wake. Our Omar Villafranca caught up with some of those most affected by the storm, including boat owners and the people who serve them. And though on the road to recovery, there's still a lot more work to be done.
The boat business at Staci Stevens Marina in St. James City, Florida, went from recreational to recovery after Hurricane Ian crashed on shore in late September.
It was heartbreaking to see like 15 years of building up a business to be wiped out in essentially, I'd say even 24 hours, where, you know, one day it was good and then the next day it was completely gone.
The only charter boat fishing being done is by cranes, fishing badly damaged boats out of the marina.
These boats that are behind you, are any of them the boats that would regularly be in your marina?
Not one.
Many end up on Stevens Marina, which has now become a boat emergency room where they're stacked, cataloged, and inspected by insurance companies. This new line of work has allowed her to remain open and keep her employees working. This giant sailboat just lifted on shore will be loaded onto a flatbed, where the hull is carefully moved to a nearby field in what used to be Stevens' palm tree nursery, now turned into a makeshift boat graveyard. There, rows upon rows of more than 200 vessels and some mini yachts await their fate.
It's still astounding how many vessels are completely displaced in the mangroves, just pushed up in places they shouldn't be, on people's yards, on people's lifts that weren't there.
And as the cleanup continues in Southwest Florida after the storm,
so I think the boat was kind of coming this way.
Rob Meng found his neighbor's 65-foot boat, Taboo, where it shouldn't be, lodged in his backyard after the storm ripped it off the dock.
Yeah, it was a complete and total shock. It looked bigger than we'd ever thought the boat looked, because now it's halfway on land and halfway in our backyard.
And it'll be there a few more weeks. There's a long waiting list for boat towing services on Florida's Gulf Coast. Florida's Fish and Wildlife Commission, tasked with clearing these vessels, says there are more than 700 derelict boats in these waters, but only 2/3 have been removed.
Structural repairs.
And for Taboo's owner, Jim Bayer, the price to pull out and fix the damaged boat is too much.
I contacted them and they said to lift that off there with a huge barge and a crane was going to be $16,200. Just to lift out and put it in the water.
The insurance company will come and tow Taboo.
Boat 6 is in tow.
Andres Rosado has spent more than 2 months cleaning up Ian's mess.
See ya. Thank you.
Towing damaged boats left on the water and underwater to land.
I really hope to be busy, maybe a few more months. It's hard to say how long we're going to be doing this. I hope it's as much time that we have to clean these old environments.
But like many in this part of Florida, Rosado just wants to get back to when being on the water wasn't work.
I do want to be back to what's the normal, and that was boaters going and enjoying restaurants, enjoying the beach, enjoying Southwest Florida.
For CBS Saturday Morning, Omar Villafranca, St. James City, Florida.
Those are the stories, like it's the months later.
Yes.
And even the years later for so many places that a lot of people don't hear about.
No.
And it's not over the 2 weeks after most news crews leave, as people in the towns like to say.
It can be tough to find those good stories, but they're important when you find them.
The cleanup continues.
Yeah.
Bravo to Omar. Thanks so much.